We're going to do a quick vid again on my wonderberries I've propagated numerous times, and I've got a few that are flowering just because they're smaller, and I think that they probably flower when they know that they're going to get out of cycle. They probably a quick cycle, meaning they only live maybe so many months or a year, flower, fruit, and die. I'm not sure, but it's instinctive for a plant to try and flower if it might think it's dying. Um, the It can grow probably, I'd say, up to 9 feet. Pretty big bush. Um, a small a small one is is this right here. This is a small wonderberry bush, and the berries look like that. And funny, that's not wonderberries, but this is what they look like. These are blackberries. They're kind of late stage harvest right now because they've been under the canopy of these huge leaves. My wonderberry. You can see the stalk the stalk is really nice, soft, velvety to it, and it's quad. It's like mini angles. It's not round, but it's there's an edge and edge and edge, but it's not a four stem either. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's almost four stem though. I would say, by the way, that this is a Bine Convolacea family, heart-shaped leaves. Okay, and purpling in the stems, and you can see the flowers purple out when they start noding out. They have purple sheaths, then open to yellow little bells, and the fruits that come off them are more golden and not red or black, but more golden colored, and multifaceted, just like blackberry is. They're multifaceted, and they got a lot of little seeds. And all right then, I guess that was quite a long video. Peace to you. Another quick thing on the wonderberry I'd like to point out on the leaves, they're just even though they're what I like to call reptilian, salvia, alligator skin, they're super soft. They're really soft and not leathery, but just coated with fine hair. And the ends, even though it's a heart-shaped leaf, this is huge. This is bigger than my hand, or well, I guess my hand's just about covering it, but this will get much bigger. The ends have ivy almost, or not belladonna, but can't think of it. But anyway, some very interesting points on the leaves, and smaller one, but they have these points that are really interesting. And I guess that's just all I wanted to say about that. Peace. So we're checking out my wonderberries some more, and it's the end of December. It's December 28th, 9th, and they're pretty much been just getting hammered by storms. I'm on the ocean, and rain and cold, and so I just wanted to show you what'll happen to the tops, and the leaves will just they don't do well in the wet mold environment, and they'll fall off a lot. And whether or not this should already be fully flowered or not, I don't know. It'll totally live through the year in seasons. It's just that if it's late flowering then and fruiting, it may not fully happen, but as of January, you can still easily. I like to call this like a bell flower plant, by the way, because just the way the hanging, lamps, the Chinese lamps, it's really nice the way all of these hang down. And I just wanted to show you that it's still hanging on, but at the same time, you're going to lose a lot to rots and mold in the wet seasons. But these are getting ready to flower. I mean, fully. They've done flowered. This is past flowering, by the way. These are the fruits. Okay. Once, if you've seen the other videos on this, once this flowers, these. It's kind of hard to reach all the positions here. This is actually like a 6-foot tall plant, and a lot of it is well, I guess that's the point I was supposed to be out here showing. This is that it's broken off. What's happened is all the rain and wet coldness and whatever is just killed the top of it, and and so then these leaves are blocking the whole bottom layers, so it's still living and stuff, and then these top leaves get it, and they start molding or rotting or whatever, and they die off. But at the same time, it's fully viable, meaning that it's healthy and happy, and these are like new growths. And meanwhile, all below that stage, we still have lots of flowering fruits. And so after the flower, which is a black or it's a yellow tubular purple flower, it's really nice. After that gets flowered and pollinated by pollinators, bees, then it starts these, what I like to call the lanterns, and this is totally hollow feeling. It's you see I can squeeze it, and it's just this perfect little lantern about the size of an acorn or so, or not an acorn, a walnut, a big walnut. It's actually bigger than a walnut. They're all different sizes, I mean, depending on their growth patterns, and they have purple ridges on the outsides. And what's going on right now on the inside is there's a little fruit, and they're a little teeny green fruit, and it's hardening up, and it's just attached to the stem right there, and this whole covering is all hollow, and it's just doing some kind of magical embryonic type of thing. I don't know, a lot about how these things work. I'm just describing it, from my understanding. This right here is, you can see there's a little green fruit in there, and that's an undeveloped, going to die fruit. And this fruit should turn into a literally looks like a golden raspberry, and that's what we're hoping we'll be able to fully develop off of this plant. And it's like I said, it's going to be the coldest month of the year right now, and it's in the 30s. I live on the ocean, and in Northern California, so it's raining, cold, and windy, 40-mile-an-hour winds and such. So yeah, that flower had just died back recently, and they've all been pollinated. They get pollinated really easily, and or in my yard, because I have a lot of my whole yard is natural, so I have a lot of life forms that are actively searching out my yard to pollinate plants and whatever and survive, because there's a lot of pesticides and stuff around. And so I'm waiting for these things to do their thing. That'll be great. It looks like the bigger that you can get this, the better chance you'll have of it surviving throughout the year, is another point, because of the fact that they do actually die back, and the rain and the freeze will kill your plant. So if you have a small plant like this, then you have a much less likely chance of it surviving year-round. and or in the below 30, below 40 degrees, and in the rainy season specifically too. The combination, it grows actively, quick and happy. It's a really happy plant, and it'll just take off actively and grow really big. So I guess that's good for that. All right. Well, I hope you get to see the fruits.